thoughtful morning to my dear students. Already you know that we are discussing about a wonderful topic, that is the blind dog. In previous class we were discussing that a ribbon vendor came with a scissor to that blind person who is having a dog in his hand. Is it? What happens next? We shall see that in today's class, that is page number 49 with the 12th paragraph. I need you to open your book, textbook, that is page number 49, 12th paragraph. I go on reading, you observe your textbook. The blind man was passing in front of the eastern gate. The dog was straining the lead. There was a piece of bone lying on the way and the dog was straining to pick it up. The lead became taut and hurt the blind man's hand, and he tugged the string and kicked till the dog hauled. It hauled but could not pass the bone tightly. It tried to make another dash for it. The blind man was heaping curses on it. The perfumed steps up, applied the scissors and snipped the cord. The dog bounced off and picked up the bone. The blind man stopped dead where he stood with the other half of a string dangling in his hand. "Tiger, Tiger, where are you?" he cried. The perfumer moved away quietly, muttering, "You freedom." The dog went off at the top speed. "You heartless devil, you will never get him again. He is freedom." The dog went off at the top speed. He nosed about the ditches happily, hauled himself on other dogs, ran round and round the fountain in the market square barking, his eyes sparkling with joy. He returned to his favorite haunts and hung about the butcher shop, the tea stall and the bakery. What happens? Here, the man who is having scissors in his hand, he came up to the dog where it was trying to have a piece of bone which is lying on a roadside. The blind man was passing in front of the eastern gate. Means in the market there was a eastern gate where actually the woman will enter into the market. Is it? There he was passing in front of the eastern gate. The dog was straining the lead. Means he was not ready to move forward just because he have seen a piece of bone there. There was a piece of bone lying on the way, because as the dog was passing, it got the smell of piece of bone, so it stopped there itself. The dog was straining to pick it up because he was dragging him back. The blind fellow was dragging the dog back, so he was very struggling to get that piece of bone. The lead became taut and hurt the blind man's hand, and he tugged the string and kicked till the dog hauled. Means here it made him hurt to his hand. To whose hand? To the blind man's hand. As it became taut, means here pulled tight. As he was moving forward to have that bone, he was pulling forward. Tightly he was pulling forward. So he kicked the dog until it hauled. Hauled means here make some kind of sound. When we beat dog which is going on a street, we will make some kind of sounds, na? Like that here it was also making some kind of sound. It hauled but could not pass the bone lightly. It tried to make another dash for it. Means it hauled, means it was making some cries, but it was not ready to move forward. Just because he want that bone, he want to pick up that bone for his food. The blind man was heaping curses on it. Means here the blind man was not ready to remove the dog, or not ready to leave the dog to take that bone. So he was heaping curses on it. The perfumer stepped up, applied the scissors and snipped the cord. Means what he made? Already we know that he was having a scissor in his hand. The perfumer was having scissor in his hand. He came near and he snipped the cord. Snipped means here small quick stroke. He just take the scissor and he gave a stroke to the ribbon. What happened? After giving that stroke, the dog bounced off and picked up the bone. It was very happy just because he left him. The dog was free to take the bone from the ribbon. So he was bounced off, means he jumped in in a happy manner. He jumped up and he picked up the bone which was fell on the road itself. The blind man stopped dead where he stood with the other half of the string dangling in his hand. Means the blind man stood there itself. He cannot move forward because in place of woman the dog was there and it was leading the blind person. But here there was no dog. It was Bone's dog to take the bone which was left over on a road. So he stopped there itself just like a dead body. Means he cannot move forward because he was blind. He cannot walk in a street. He was calling that dog, tiger, tiger, where are you? He called that dog himself as a tiger. We will keep some kind of pet names to the dog now. Here he kept the name tiger. So he is calling him as tiger, tiger, where are you? Like that. The perfumer moved away quietly, muttering, "You heartless devil, you will never get him again. He has his freedom." Means the person who have cutted off that ribbon, the perfumer, he muttered himself. Means he was saying himself with a low pitch of voice. Muttering means low pitch of voice. In low pitch of voice that, "You heartless devil, you are not giving any food to that dog now. He will never come back to you. He has got his freedom. I have cutted the ribbon which is in your hand." Yes, went out like that. He went out at a top speed like that. He muttered himself. He nosed about the ditches happily, hauled himself on other dogs, ran round and round fountain in the market square, barking, his eyes sparkling with joy. The dog has got the freedom, so it was wandering all over the market. Means the first thing which was going on in the life of a dog before it came to the blind person's life, that was all repeated for himself. Means he was wandering happily here and there in the market, and he was going round and round fountain in the market, and it was barking with his friends. His eyes was sparkling with joy. He returned to his favorite haunts. Means his favorite places were there in the market. He returned to his favorite haunts, favorite places, and hung about the butcher shop. Means butcher shop was there and he was giving some kind of food there. He can find some kind of food which is spread over the road as a waste. So he went there and to the tea store and to the bakery also. What happens next? In the 13th paragraph, the ribbon vendor and his two friends stood at the market gate and enjoyed the sight immensely as the blind man struggled to find his way about. He stood rooted to the spot, waving his stick. He felt as if he were hanging in midair. He was wailing, "Oh, where is my dog? I will murder it when I get it again." He groped about, tried to cross the road, came near being run over by a dozen of vehicles at different points, tumbled and struggled and gasped. He would deserve it if he ran over, this heartless blackguard, they said, observing him. However, the old man struggled through it, with the help of someone found his way back to his corner in the chowdhury veranda and sank down on his gunny sack bed, half faint with the strain of his journey. Means what happened here? The ribbon vendor and his two friends stood there and they were seeing how actually the dog is enjoying its life after getting a freedom from that blind fellow. They enjoyed that sight and they said themselves that yes, you deserve it, you need it. He stood here, the blind person stood rooted for himself. He cannot walk forward because he don't have anybody to make him to cross the road. There was dozen of vehicles, means so many vehicles are passing in between him. So he thought himself that I'm hanging in a air. He feel like that. I'm hanging in a air like that. So someone helped him to cross the road and he got to the same place where he was sitting near the veranda of the chowdhury, and he sat down there itself. But here the two persons who are watching that fellow, the blind fellow, they muttered themselves, they are talking to themselves that yes, you deserve it. Just because you treated very cruelly to the dog, so you deserve it. You fell down now, so you deserve it. You have to cross the road by struggling yourself. Then only you came to know what is life actually and how you have to treat the dog. Like that they taught themselves and they were enjoying the sight. What happens next? In 14th paragraph, he was not seen for 10 days and 20 days, nor was the dog seen anywhere. They commented among themselves, the dog must be looping over the whole earth, free and happy. The beggar is perhaps gone forever. Hardly was this sentence uttered when they heard the familiar tap tap of a blind man's trap. They saw him again coming up the pavement led by the dog. Look, look, they cried. He has again got and tied it up. The rebel seller could not contain himself. He ran up and said, where have you been all these days? Means here, what happens in the 14th paragraph? He was not seen for 10 and 20 days, nor was the dog seen anywhere. Means here, the persons who are observing the ribbon vendor and a perfume vendor, those fellows, they are observing daily the dog and also a blind person. But for them, here about 10 to 20 days, both of them didn't appear. So they thought themselves that they commented among themselves, means they are talking themselves that the dog must have looped. Looped means it has been escaped from a blind person and he was happily wandering all over the world. Like that they thought themselves, and this beggar perhaps gone forever, means this blind person might have died already. They thought like that. Hardly when they are saying like this, they heard a sound, tap tap sound, which was being heard by them in old days. That is the tap of a blind person. They looked at him and they saw that the blind person is having a dog in his hand again. So they are not ready to accept the situation because they freed the dog from that cruel blind person, but the dog went up to him again and he was having a dog in his hand to lead his life. So they thought in themselves, we have to ask where he got this dog like that. So the ribbon vendor went up to him and he said, where have you been all these days? Means all these days for 10 or 20 days you didn't appear here, no? Where you were like that? He asked to the blind fellow. He is replying now in 15th paragraph. Know what happened? Cried the blind man. This dog ran away. I should have died in a day or two, confined to my corner, no food, not an anna to earn, imprisoned in my corner. I should have perished if it had continued for another day. But this thing returned. When means here he is saying that, do you know what happened? He thought that they don't know anything. The dog itself has ran away from him, like that he thought. So he is saying to those fellows that, do you know what happened? This dog has ran away from me. He didn't come back to me and I was imprisoned. Means I sat in a veranda itself for about 20 days without food, without penny and nothing. So I might have died within 2 or 3 days if it has not returned to me. But this fellow has returned me back, like that he said. So the ribbon vendor is asking him, when? Means when he came back to you, like that he asked. In 16th, last night at midnight, as I slept in bed, he came and licked my face. I felt like murdering him. I gave him a blow which he will never forget again, said the blind man. I forgive him. After all, dog, he looked as long as he could pick up some rubbish to eat on a road, but real hunger has driven him back to me. But he will never leave me again. See, I have got this. And he shook the lid. It was a steel chain this time. Means you just see here what happens. The dog has returned last night in the morning. They appeared on a street. He said, last night he came to me. In the midnight I slept in my bed. He came to me and licked my face that I have came back like that. So I felt like murdering him because all these 20 days I am starving from without food. So I was very angry with the dog. I am ready to murder him, but I have pardoned his mistakes. Means I forgave him before. After all, dogs, he have gone to his friends and he searched some foods on a roadside, rubbish foods on a roadside, and actually the real hunger made him to came back at me, and he came back at me with his real hunger. So now onwards he would never leave me just because now I have got this. Means he is showing the steel chain which was tied to the neck of the dog. Means at the starting he was having a ribbon, so it was cut by the perfume vendor, but now he was having a steel chain. It would never go away from me, like that. He shook that steel chain and the dog led him forward. The dog moved forward with that blind beggar. Now in 17th paragraph, once again there was a dead, despairing look in a dog's eyes. Go on, you fool, cried the blind man, shooting like an ox driver. He tugged the chain, poked with the stick, and dog moved away in slow steps. They stood listening to the tap-tap going away. Means here the blind person is driving the dog just like a ox driver. Here once again there was a dead despairing in his dog's eyes. Means he lost his freedom now itself. So the blind fellow told that dog to go on, move on, like that he told. And he was shouting just like an ox driver. He tugged the chain, means he pulled that chain, and he kicked with his stick to move forward. So the dog is moving forward. And here the fellows who are observing those dog and a blind fellow, they stood like there itself. What happens next? Death alone can help the dog, cried the ribbon seller, looking after it with his son. What can we do with a creature who returns to his doom with such a free heart? Means he is having mercy on that. Is having mercy on a dog. So he is muttering himself that death alone can help the dog. Means the dog, if the dog has died, then only it will be helpful for him. Otherwise, he will never get a freedom from this cruel blind fellow, like that. He thought himself, and he muttered himself, what can we do? We can't do anything with these such loyal creatures just because we freed him. But still, he came back to this blind fellow to have a cruelty with him, like to have tug with him, like that. He said himself, we can't do anything when these creatures come back to the doom for themselves. Here, doom means like to have an unfortunate, means it is an unfortunate life for the dog just because he is under control of a blind person. But still, he came back to the blind fellow, and it was leading that blind fellow in the place of woman. It was very loyal to the blind fellow who fed him for several months. So he came back here. Means here the writer is saying that the blind dog, means here the dog don't know what actually his life is going on and how actually his life is going on. Here actually the person is not blind. He found out his life by having a dog in his hand, but the dog forget its life and leading the blind beggar always. It was not having any freedom. Means here he is saying that, the poet is indirectly saying that the person who lost his freedom will definitely be blind. Means if he is having eyes to see all over the world, he will just remains as a blind fellow, because without freedom it is a blind life.